has got to improve, because as I say, although he beat Day, it wasn't necessarily great stuff. Anyway, another best of 5 is underway. Matthew Stevens missed out on the Masters. Title he won 14 years ago, wasn't in the top 16 after the UK Championship. In fact, the top 15 it was in the end, because Ronnie O'Sullivan, as world champion, proceeded second. So disappointment not to be in that tournament, but plenty of snooker to look forward to in the next few months. Although he'd like to get back in the top 16 by the time of the World Championship, so that he doesn't have to pre-qualify. Well, the Reds have started to open up. That was a chance, but a chance missed. Been a bit of a frustrating day for Mark Davies. He's looked good at times. He has knocked some good balls in, but just the 1 point to show for his efforts so far. And remember, he's played a match more than Stevens. Stevens has played 2, he's played 3.
One. Six. Seven.
So Matthew Stevens, twice a World Championship runner-up, but more importantly, I guess, a UK champion, a Masters champion, a mainstay of the top 16 for many years. Did a final last season, the Haiku World Open, lost to Mark Allen 10-4. So be disappointed having
12.
had that run to go a little backwards this season. He's not really set the world on fire yet. NC has dropped out the top 16 again.
13. Nineteen. Twenty.
Hates using the rest, Matthew Stevens. Well known about him. But wrong side of the blue here, so he might have to power the white round the angles, and of course he's got to avoid the other colours, which he's done. Now is he on a red? Looks pretty good, this. It's a good shot.
25.
Looks like Ryan Day's beaten Graham Dot 3-2, so that's Day's first win of the day, all puns intended.
26.
And he's on again against Sean Murphy shortly. There were no Welshmen in the Masters for the first time ever, 40th Masters. No Welsh players. The only Welshman there was the man in the middle, Paul Collier, refereed the final. But we have 2 here today, 3 including Paul. Mark Williams will be coming in Group 6. Dominic Dale also coming in one of the later groups.
33.
But for this Welshman, Matthew Stevens, this is looking a good chance to take the opening frame.
$40. 41. 48. 49.
So they confirm Ryan Day has won on the other side. Well, a little short here, if anything, so if it's going to go wrong, it's going to be here. But it hasn't gone wrong.
$56.
Just needs to keep going a few balls more now.
$57.
Again, wrong side of this blue. Still needs another red and a reasonable sized colour. Again, has avoided the baulk colours. And he's on the red below the pink. So it's second time he's played that shot, and both times he played it brilliantly. Break reaches 62. Red and the black, red and the pink should be enough for 1-0.
$63.
Could you believe that? Frame ball.
Matthew Stevens, 63.
Going so well, but breaks down on 63, still 67 left. It's amazing how many times you see that happen. Frame ball. The ball they miss. So a little bit of hope for Davis in this opener.
One.
Where the balls are, this is a good chance.
Seven. Eight.
Well, it would be a great steal, this, to say the
14.
least. Frame was over, or so it seemed, but Matthew Stevens missing that black has opened the door for Mark Davis.
15.
They're all there out in the open. I think you'd have to make him favourite, really.
$22. $23. $30. $31.
So the pink, and he can win the frame by a single point with all the colours.
$37.
A
39.
frame that looks certain to go to Matthew Stevens. Broke down on 63, missed the black. Would have left Davis needing a snooker.
$42. $46. $51.
Well, this is looking like a great clearance. Out of the blue, as far as Mark Davis was concerned, but he's taken them well. Just the black
57.
to steal the first frame from under Matthew Stevens' nose, and he will be sick, the Welshman, because this really should have been his. Yes, well done.
64 on the frame, Mark Davis.
Matthew Stevens missed on 63. Mark Davis has cleared up with 64. He leads 1-0. Well, I'm not sure if the red cuts to the right middle. He may be able to get through to the red to this left corner. Taking that one to the corner instead. With heavy duty safety in mind, screwing back for security. So nothing potted yet in this second frame. If you're just joining this match, Matthew Stevens was going nicely on a break of 63, missed the black to leave Mark Davis needing a snooker in the opener. Davis cleared it with 64, so he leads 1-0. Well, just get through to this one. And he's knocked it in. So first red down.
One.
On the cue of Mark Davis. Just a bit of a stretch to the blue, to the green pocket. Well, that's a good pot. Now then, does the red go past the pink to the middle?
8.
It doesn't, but the one in front of it goes. 24. Yep, this is the one.
9. 16. 17. 24.
Well, that clearance in the first frame to the black has given Mark Davis a bit of a spring in his step, it would seem.
25.
A real confidence booster.
$32. 33. 40.
Well, played on the red to the corner. This right-hand corner, that is, not on it. So this is a bit dicier. Break stands at 40. No, it was a dodgy one, that. It was pressure. First time he'd really been out of prime position, and it really showed the way he played it. So 40-0. But the break ends. And that's a good shot from Matthew Stevens. Looks like he snookered in on all the reds. Stevens trying something similar, but not quite as effective this time. Sean Murphy's won the first against Ryan Day. Quick frame over there on the table 2. Now, where's this red going? Well, it's not in the jaws of the pocket by any means. Just come a little away from it. Stevens has gone down to have a look at the pot. Not guaranteed to get this. But struck it very crisply and is nicely on the black. So Davis has made 40. Let's see what Stevens has in his locker. We saw from his reaction that he thought that was a kick. Still on the blue, but been a few too many of those today on both tables.
14. $15.
Seems a strange thing for a top player not to favour the rest, but Matthew Stevens just doesn't like it.
$22.
And at the age of 36, he's unlikely to suddenly revert to using it if it can be avoided.
23. $30.
Got himself to within 10 points. Stevens may be able to develop a couple of reds here. Oh, well, it's unlucky. It could have gone in off. That would have been worse.
31.
But catching a knuckle has just sent the white off down the peculiar angle.
Ramble.
Good pot on the brown. The cue ball needs to slow up. Well, he's okay, in fact. He holds his hand up. He's all right. He's on the red to the right corner.
35.
So this is a great chance now to win this frame. No obvious reason why he shouldn't.
36.
And it kind of makes up for what happened in the first, because the role's a little reversed here. It was Davis who was in on 40, but it's Matthew Stevens who is now looking favourite to make it one apiece. Just got to take care, and he should be over the line.
43. $44.
Well, just don't miss frame ball when it comes
49.
round in a few minutes' time, assuming it does. Because that's what happened in the opener. He missed the black, did Matthew, and that was his last shot. He's 9 points ahead here. But red's all in the open, colours all available.
Oh, sorry, 50.
Two reds, two colours then for 1-1.
57. 58. $63. 64.
So this pink frame ball, and this time he makes no mistake. This is better from Matthew Stevens. He knows he could be 2-0 up, but at least he's played a good frame here. Mark Davis 14-0 up,
70.
but should be Matthew's frame. Just make sure the yellow, that makes it 2 snookers needed. And now the green to really kill
72.
it off. Can't quite make a century, but it's been a good break this.
75. 79. 84. 90.
So a terrific clearance from Matthew Stevens, very coolly made. Learned his lesson after breaking down on 63 in the previous frame. He's clear with 97, and he levels the match at 1-1. I played a good frame on level. Let's get on with frame 3. That's what Mark Davis is doing. 1-1 here. Well, that is really a special pot.
Eight. 52. Matthew Stevens 8. 73.
It's going to be 2-0 to Murphy for sure, so he's sprinting through that one.
74.
Well, that could be an error. She caught the red a bit thin. But still some distance between cue ball and object ball here, so this is not guaranteed, although he's knocked a couple of good long ones in already this evening. There's another one, and on the black.
1. 8.
Sean Murphy's broken 83. On the other table, he leads 2-0 against Ryan Day. That's a bit kicky, but he's not so bad. He can go into the reds. Just make sure he pots the black as well. Well, that's a brilliant shot. Saw Neil Robertson play that shot this evening against Mark Davis, and a red went in the right middle, but no reds went in there. So this is a chance for 2-1, and he'll kick himself, I think, if he doesn't take it.
17.
Starting to play well now. An uncertain start for Matthew Stevens. Lost 3-0 to Graham Dott. Didn't play great, but did beat Ryan Day 3-1. Now here he's starting to play his best snooker of the day.
24. 25. 32.
He leads 40-0. Still plenty of open reds to go at. Just not too happy with this one. Cue ball a little closer to the side cushion than intended. No problem though.
33. 39. 40.
Again, that seemed a slightly heavy contact, but he's all right. He's on the pink. Puts him 54 in front. And he has stayed positive despite the first frame, which I'm sure he felt he should have won. He's just concentrated on the job in hand. He's been attacking and positive, and the moment he's getting his reward. Worth remembering as well, there's a high break prize for each group. At the moment, it's standing at 118 by Neil Robertson. 3 centuries
47.
today. Judd Trump and Sean Murphy having the other 2. So £500 should anybody beat that.
$53.
Matthew Stevens' third half century of the match. 63 and 97 the first 2. Now this blue puts him 67 in front with 75 on, so one more red required. He's finished a little straight, if anything, on the blue. Wanted a slight angle. Now the next red's probably going to be not straightforward. Spent a long time looking where he wanted to leave the white. It's not a nice shot, this. Didn't have much choice though, because very little
59.
could do with the cue ball. He's looking at the scoreboard. He knows that if he pots this, then Davis needs one snooker. But it's a big if at the minute. Well done. Terrific.
60.
Should be 2-1 then to Matthew. Especially now he's potted that. Mark Davis
67.
then stole the first frame, but since then Stevens has been excellent.
68. $73. 73 on the frame, Matthew.
73 will do. Mark Davis remains in his chair, so very swiftly Matthew Stevens has come from a frame behind to lead 2-1. Not this time. He's potted a few good ones, but that one stayed out.
Wow.
Oh dear.
And a miss.
A little too thin.
Matthew Stevens full. Back.
Having it replaced after the referee Paul Collo called a miss. See there the zapper they used to work the arena scoreboard.
Out from the cushion. No, that was the line. I just look a bit near. Something further up, dear. I know your hand was on the cushion, but I'm not. All right.
There's the zapper. That's what Paul is holding there. He's not checking the racing results on teletext.
Wow. And a miss.
Well, this gets interesting now, because if he can see the red directly, then he's going to be warned if he misses again, he loses the frame.
I have to call a miss this time, Mark. I will award the frame, okay?
There's the warning. So got to hit something. Well, got to hit a red.
Okay.
Be a brave man to play the same shot again. Well, making sure this time. Because that would have been end of match. If you are snookered, the rule doesn't apply, but if you're not, that is the rule. 3 strikes and you're out. Well, he's knocked all sorts of long balls in tonight that you can rather stand by your beds here. Here's another one.
1.
And not the worst kiss in the world on the yellow.
Three.
Good pot, but again, it's not worked out great because caught another red. So now decision time. This blue's tough. Doesn't have to play it. Good pot now. Where's it all going to finish? Needs a bit of luck. Didn't get it. Not on a red.
9.
Well, the only consolation for Matthew Stevens is that he's potting so well that Mark Davis knows if he leaves him anything on, he's probably going to knock it in. So Davis is under pressure here, playing someone producing their best form of the day.
Matthew Stevens, 9.
Well, it looks like sending reds down the table because can't play back to Bolt with the red close to the left middle and now the right middle as well. Well, it's a great pot, but it doesn't give him
One.
anything. I don't think he even went for it. Playing the white back to the cushion, but he's knocked it in. You can play off the black.
Mark Davis, 1.
Well, he might be forced into taking one on here. He can't just get the white back to the top cushion, so could be all or nothing time. Well, he may be able to play off this one. That's what he's doing. But must get the cue ball close to the cushion. And it's not bad. Does Matthew Stevens take one on? It would be, again, a big shot. Possibly he would lose the frame from it if it stayed out. If it went in, he could win the match. Big decision to be made here. He may again feel that we're better off attacking. Well, it looks like safety. Would have liked the cue ball on the cushion though. On the other table, 2-1 to Sean Murphy. Now this is a big shot coming up. He's taking this on, and that's a great pot. He had to get that, and he has got it, and he's earned a chance to possibly make it 2-2. So every credit to Mark Davis, but although it's a great pot, the hard work doesn't stop there. He's got to really knuckle down and concentrate here if he wants to take this to a decider.
Four. Five.
Good chance, in fairness, to do that. When the balls, all the reds are pretty much lined up for him. Got high value colours available as well. The black you can get back on its spot here.
Wow. 13. $18. 19.
Well, it all looks kind of straightforward, but it isn't, of course.
26.
Still requires cue ball control. We're straight on that black. If you're straight on a ball, you can only go backwards or forwards in a straight line. So he's screwed back off the cushion to leave himself this red to the middle. But it's just not panicking, really. If things go wrong, just concentrate. Probably be left a choice of red, so if he's not on the red he plays on, take another one. Just pop the balls, really. That's what it's about. And if he can get down to a decider, then it'll be one to relish. It's been a high-quality match, this. We had 4 half-centuries already. Possibly another one coming up here. Pink spot occupied. It goes on the next highest spot available, the brown spot.
$34. $41. $42.
It's only 26 in front, so not there yet by any means. And there's little pressure on these. Again, they look straightforward, but when you're framed from defeat, just that little bit of extra difficulty applied, maybe.
$50.
Matthew Stevens waiting patiently to see if there will be another chance for him in this 4th frame. Looking less likely with every ball that Mark Davis pots. He's 41 in front, there's 59 on.
57.
Red colour red should do it.
$58.
So another interesting frame, high quality frame. And it's going to go to Mark Davis if he pots this red.
65.
Which he has, so we're going to get 66. A decider. Good effort this, good rear guard action.
71. $72. $79. 80. 87. 89.
So it looks like a century coming up. Great response from Mark Davis. Great match, high quality match this. Matthew Stevens has had breaks of 63, 97 and 73. Mark Davis has 64. And now a century.
101.
The fourth of the day here at Crondon Park, and it's come at a timely moment for Mark Davis. Took on that tough red to the left middle, was forced into it, he felt. And he's made 101.
Mark Davis 101.
To make it 2-all.
And the frame.
So good stuff, and we're going to get one more frame, as I say, to decide who takes. Not this time, I guess. A slight edge of pressure is intensified in the decider. Well, obviously didn't want the double kiss, but it's not too bad. A fuller kiss, that would have been possibly curtains for Mark Davis. Well, need some cover for this red on the left-hand side. What about the one though on the right-hand side? Not in. Meanwhile, Sean Murphy has won 3-1 against Ryan Day, so Murphy looking good overnight. He won his first match of the day, lost his second, but has won his last two, so he's got 3 points out of 4 matches. That's Sean Murphy beating Ryan Day 3-1. a tense decider, not least because it's been a high-quality match, so each knows that the other, if they were to get a chance, could easily win it with a big break. I don't mean easily that it is easy, but because of the way the standard's been, you could see it happening. Well, that's opened them all up, and that could be trouble for Mark Davis. He's caught the blue. There's a red gone over the pocket, and this could be the chance that I was talking about for Matthew. It's all about getting on a colour from this red, really. If he does that, then he could be away. Well, obviously the black goes, so no problem. So a chance for Matthew Stevens then in the decider. Well, that doesn't look so clever. Just lost his way here. There's a couple of reds that go, but he's left it all awkward. Already under pressure and decider. Didn't want that. So this red to the far corner. Doesn't like it. A little close to it. And he's just played himself into trouble here unexpectedly. And of course the problem is all the reds are now spread. So getting a hiding place for the cue ball isn't so easy. He may feel he's forced into taking a pot on. Well, he's looking at this one now. It's a thin cut along the top cushion. Doesn't like anything. He won't play the one to the right corner because he'll need the rest and all sorts. He doesn't like that. So it's a choice of two. Either the one he's close to or the one along the cushion. It's going to be the one along the cushion. And he's missed it. Oh dear, that was a chance. All right, for Matthew Stevens. And he's been fortunate there.
Matthew Stevens
got the cue ball safe, but more really by luck than design, catching the green that way. Well, as I say, a little fortunate where he got the white, Matthew Stevens, and Mark Davis. The shake of the head says says everything there because he's given him another chance. Stevens, having lost position originally, is now back in again with a second chance to win it.
One. Eight. Nine.
And He knows he'll have sailed close to the wind. This is shaping up to be one of the closest groups we've ever seen, I think.
16.
Not much between the players so far.
$17.
Everybody's got at least a point. Neil Robertson and Sean Murphy have got 3 points apiece. That's a kick, but it's okay as long as the cue ball runs on. He's not snookered behind the black. Oh dear, he's looking at this aghast. It looks like that's gone wrong, but not his fault this time. Got a kick.
24. Right then.
Asking for the cue ball to be clean, but the shot's already been messed up.
Matthew Stevens, 24.
Second time he's broken down, but this time unlucky to get the kick. Wasn't his fault. Just 32-0, so still anyone's frame. And indeed match. Well, the black has come to his aid, I think, with the red to the right corner. Can he cut this one in the middle? It's a thin one. The left middle, that is. Looks very thin, but sometimes the camera angle can be slightly deceptive. Well, you have to think about it then briefly. Could play red. Could play save off the red on the left side cushion, but he doesn't want to move that really because it's a little bit of security. So just a safety. It's too thin to try and cut in. Had to cut off the red to the other middle pocket. Red's everywhere. Danger time for both players here. It's all about the cue ball here. Well, he's left a chance. Third chance in the frame for Matthew Stevens. Needed that white really tight to the cushion. He was in a spot of bother again, Mark Davis. And so, as I say, for a third time, Matthew Stevens comes to the table now. He's 32 points in front this time, so already with a reasonable lead. Well, he needs this to bounce. Oh dear, and again, it's just gone wrong. 3 chances then, but just 33-0.
Bramble. Matthew Stevens 1.
Just seems Davis always comes to the table in trouble. But he's played a good shot there, put the white on the top cushion. Makes queuing awkward if nothing else. Terrific pot. He came round to see if the pink went. So although it was a good cue ball from Mark Davis, Matthew Stevens has gone for broke. I suppose he calculated that probably the only red he could leave on would be the one he attempted, but it went in, so now a 4th chance to win it. Well, is he on this pink? He's got down as if he was going to pot it, then got up again. The black's thin. Looks like he hasn't quite run far enough. So again, he's under pressure. This black not straightforward. Not in. 4 chances. Still the frame not over. 34-0. So, can Mark Davis now get in? As I said, most of the time he's come to the table he's been in trouble, but he's lining this one up, just not quite comfortable. It's awkward queuing. Quite close to that side cushion. And the black's waiting.
1.
So 4 chances Matthew Stevens has had, but now it's out of his hands. He's back in that seat, hoping for another chance.
Eight. Nine.
Still work to do here. There's reds to develop, but this match could have been over. He knows that.
16. $17. 22.
Well, it's going to come down to the cluster of 3 and the red on the left side cushion.
$23.
Now then, if you can play the cannon to the right-hand red of the 3, you should be on the one nearest the black now, to the left corner. Well, that's not what happened, but he is on the red to the left centre. As long as he's on a red, that's all that really matters. And the right-hand red looks like it will pot as well to the right corner in due course. So now it's really down to that one on the cushion. That's, I think, Matthew Stevens' only hope here.
31.
If he takes blacks with these 3 reds, he'll only need the last red. He won't need a colour off it to leave Stevens here needing snookers. So could be that he gets in behind it and knocks it down the cushion or brings it out at some point. Oh, he's missed the black though. Oh, didn't see that coming. Was thinking about playing the cannon. I thought the right-hand red actually potted to the right corner, maybe not. So he played to move them, but took his eye off the pot. One of the real cardinal sins of this game. And has he now just handed the initiative back to Matthew Stevens? 5th chance for Stevens in this decider.
1.
Problem he's got, though, is, again, that red on the cushion he now requires. So it's not necessarily over yet.
6. $7.
Pink puts him 16 in front.
$13.
Oh, now it gets sticky. Well, he's played for the more difficult one first, but not guaranteed this red. And not in. Played with a degree of safety in mind, screwing back for the blue, but, well, 16 points in it, 2 reds on in this decider. Seen a lot of big breaks in the match. 3 half-centuries for Stevens, including a 97, 2 for Mark Davis. In fact, one was a century, 101, but not in this frame. It's been edgy, it's been bitty, but it's been exciting. And it's been dramatic, and we still don't know who's going to win. Well, not quite a snooker, I don't think. But under the cosh here, Davis. He's the man trailing. All the reds in the open, so he knows if he leaves one on, that could be it this time. Doesn't want the knuckle. Oh, well, it's okay. I thought it was going to come back towards the reds. Will Stevens be tempted here? He was taking these on earlier, but this is the decider. Doesn't like either of them by the looks of it. Oh, that's so close. At least he's not left it. How close was that to drop in? Nicely done. Snookered now on both reds, it would seem. Coming off the side cushion. Good hit. Got distance between them. Okay, there is a pot on, but going to be tough. Well, is there a pot on? The whites run a bit. You might not be able to see the potting angle, but even if you can, it's going to be tough at this stage. Couldn't see it. So there's a bonus for Matthew Stevens. Now then, is this coming in behind the green? Yes, it is. But I think you can just see the one on the top cushion. Well, he can see both of them, actually. Oh, he could, but he's missed them. Now, where's this going to finish? Miscalled, but will he take this on? Slightly awkward queuing, but it is a chance to win the match. Look at some bemusement from Matthew Stevens. It looks like Mark Davis is going to take this on. He can play the white back down to baulk to get distance between them, should he miss the red. But he's not missed it. Now he needs to be on a colour. Well, he's on the green, but it's tough to get on this last red. It's got to be so exact. Not even going to try. Going to play safe instead.
Mark Davis won.
Full ball snooker. So a dramatic finish here. Good hit. .9 sorry, 11 points separate the two players. Mark Davis is trailing, but whoever gets a chance to pop this last red, you feel probably should go and win the frame. Oh, that's brilliant.
1.
That is really excellent at this stage. So 12 in front. Pink makes it 18. He can get on the yellow. It's surely his match. Half an hour's playing time. This white's got to run. This white's got to run. That's no good. That's no good. Didn't get anywhere near the place he wanted to put the cue ball to take the yellow to the green pocket. So still not over. For once he uses the rest, and he played a good shot.
Matthew Stevens 7.
He's 18 in front. There's 27 on. Mark Davis's first priority is to hit the yellow. His second is not to leave a pot on. So he's got to cope with both sides of that. Well, if he's tight to the brown, it's going to be tough to come off this side cushion. And of course, the further the cue ball travels, the more difficult it is to make contact. Doesn't like it. He's obviously tight to the brown. Good shot from Matthew Stevens. 32 minutes playing time. This could be the big moment here. Stevens in front. And he needs yellow and green to win frame a match. Well, if he's going all round the table, he's got to avoid the other colours. This is tough. This is some shot he's looking at. Well, 3 or 4 cushions he's looking at. Ooh, free ball, I think. This could be over.
Miss. Matthew Stevens 4. Free ball.
Snookered after a foul, so free ball counts as the yellow. So 22 in it, the yellow, and the extra yellow 24. You would still need the actual yellow. But surely worth having a go here. Well, he's stretching, and again, this business with not using the rest comes into play here. Not comfortable on the shot. But the pink's in, it counts 2, and it looks like he's on this yellow. Well, it's been a real struggle to win the decider, but if this goes in, he's 26 in front with 25 remaining. So it looks like Matthew Stevens is going to take the point. Hard earned it was.
4.
Tough match, but a good match, high quality. But the day ends with a Welsh victory. And it's his second of the day.
7.
So this close group, overnight, is going to be separated by just 2 points.
11.
A tense decider to end a high quality match.
16.
Matthew Stevens leaves the venue happy tonight. He'll be back at Crondon Park tomorrow looking to qualify.
22 framing the match, Matthew Stevens.
So that was good stuff. Matthew Stevens beats Mark Davis 3-2. That concludes today's action.